Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update.
I computed the present value of this particular course. There is a very lower investment required and there are higher returns. So that was the reason.
Me, respect.
Signature.
Audit, to be honest, money. Ten. 8.
9.
6, 7. Indirect tax. Law, yeah.
I'd go with Siddhant, it's law. For me, it was audit.
Audit. Consistency.
Dedication. Focus.
Smart work. I would go with consistency.
I had adopted a strategy of doing a practical and a theoretical subject. So in a day, I used to study for 12 hours. And for 6 hours, I used to study theory subject. And for the next 6 hours, I used to study a practical subject. I had finished off with my Group 1 preparation in the first 2 months. Then in the next 2 months, I had finished off with my Group 2 preparation. And in the last month, I had revised all the 8 subjects in the reverse order.
Before 2 months of my exam, I had a written plan in front of me. I would complete 2 subjects in 2 weeks or 3 subjects in 3 weeks, just like that. I never studied for 14 hours, 8 to 9 hours, other than 1 to 2 hours exercise or things other than study.
As soon as my study leave started, I was studying and then I was writing a paper. So that kind of helped me, and I wasn't that nervous prior to the 2 months because I'd already written at least 1 or 2 papers. I would suggest FR first and then SFM and then SCMPE. I mean, like, you can do simultaneously 2 or 3 subjects at a time. But 1.5 years before the exam, I would suggest 1.5 years before the exam. Like,
the earlier you start, especially if you're in a big 4 or an organization where you have to work a lot and you might end up missing some classes and leaves might not be so certain, I would recommend starting as early as possible and keeping notes ready with you so that even if you don't remember everything you learned in class, you can refer to your notes and that will help jog your memory.
the module is your Bible. ICI module is what you're supposed to refer to. Other books are to be done later on, but first is your module. Other than that, being consistent. What happens is that at times, when you're just constantly studying, you tend to divert. You tend to go to, you're like, let's watch this movie, let's Netflix a little. And once you start doing that, it keeps on going.
So I always used to ask a couple of my seniors who had got All India ranks. So they had got in May 19 attempts. So they had got rank. So I always used to be in touch with them. And I used to ask them, I'm preparing with this particular strategy. So do you suggest any changes? So it would be a mixture. For some subjects, I used to prepare my own strategy. And I used to ask them, I used to get them confirmed. And for some subjects, I used to make changes in the study plan.
I think 1 month is more than sufficient because by the final month, what everybody should do is you should have a plan for the last 1.5 day. The 1.5 day that you get between each exam, when the final month starts, you should know exactly that in the 1.5 day, this is what I'm going to study. And I would suggest that in the final month, what I did was I just studied what I knew I was going to study on the final day.
I tried to give myself at least 2 months for revision because I had planned on revising at least 2 times. That's why I thought to complete my first revision within 40 to 45 days, giving more time to those parts which were quite difficult for me. And the next revision was only for the important plus difficult parts. So for the first revision, I gave 40-45 days. And for the next revision, I tried to give myself 15 to 20 days.
So what I used to do in my first reading itself, I used to mark the particular illustrations or the particular questions which I am going to revise it in those 1.5 days. So I always used to take a highlighter and a pen with me. So I used to mark those questions which were difficult and which, if they come in the examination, I wouldn't be able to solve by myself. So these were the questions which were quite difficult and lengthy, be it the practical subjects or the theoretical ones.
Test series is not important. What's important is that you're practicing by writing also and not just orally. Other than that, what's important is if you are able to solve the ICI's question paper only, past question paper, because they give you a better idea how the structure of question paper gonna look like.
I tried writing the test series. I attempted just 2 weeks. It didn't work at all because I was not able to finish the portions, like not even 60 to 70%. So I actually gave up after writing 2 tests. So I started doing things on my own.
Because a lot of people have an issue that they know the answers, but the paper is too lengthy to be completed in 3 hours. So for that, because I'd already written 2 full papers, I was confident that, I'll be able to write the paper. When I went into the exam hall, I knew I'd be able to write all 100 marks, and that was a huge boost for me.
Usually what people do is they try to give the test series in the same format in which we have a CA final exams. But I didn't do that. After completing the subject, I gave a test. It's a 3-hour paper that needs to go, and you need to analyze also after that. Just giving the test is not important. If you don't sit and actually analyze that, this is where you have done a mistake, this is how you should go about it.
Speaking about the MCQs, they are very important because they would cover 30% of the weightage of your paper, and in 5 papers there are MCQs being asked, except 3 papers. So basically in 5 papers you have an advantage that you can finish off your paper in those 3 hours if you are very quick enough to solve those MCQs. So trust me, in MCQs you know the answer or you don't know the answer. So if you know the answer, then you have to state that particular option. If you don't know the answer, you don't have to waste your time. You just have to bluff a particular answer because there is no negative marking.
Practical subjects, as it's already been mentioned, I did follow the ICI module. For other subjects, that is your theory subjects being audit, law, IDT and DT, I did prefer to the reference material of different authors which are there. And also I used to watch revision lectures.
To be frank, I had switched off my mobile phone for the entire 4.5 months of CA final leave. So I was not in touch with any of the social media platforms, be it YouTube, be it like Instagram, Snapchat, anything. So I had not referred to any revision lecture also, and I did not refer any specific channel also.
A lot of people take international tax. The thought process being that international tax is followed by direct tax, and that is 30 marks, which is completely same. So my thought process was that I'll not get into this because studying for that 30 marks takes 2 hours. So my thought process was I'll sleep for 2 hours less on the day of that paper, but I will choose something which I know is scoring and which interests me.
I would also suggest economic laws or risk management because these both are like theory. They are like really scoring papers.
It's more preferred to take a subject which is theoretical rather than the one which is practical, because solving sums is like you're doing it on your own. But if it's an open book exam, there are going to be some concepts which are going to come from the book. That's the sole reason why it's open book. Not that it's necessary, it's going to be everything from the book, but more or less you can find the answers, you can find your way out. Coming to economic law and risk management, since risk management's book is about like 200 pages, if I'm not wrong, that's the sole criteria why I chose risk management and not economics.
Important to keep in mind is that if you ever get stuck in any question, don't waste a lot of time on that question. The main reason is that you're going to lose confidence for next question because the time is very limited and you never know कि time कहाँ बीत गया.
More than like studying for 12 hours or 14 hours, it's like emotionally it's draining. So for me, it was like that. So after a point when I came to terms that it is okay, even if I flunk this attempt, it's okay. I will just take another attempt to clear the exam. only that's when I was able to focus on studying properly.
People do tend to lose motivation. It's important that you don't lose it. And for that, please don't watch motivational videos. They're not going to help. Motivation comes from within or the people around you. That's your family and friends.
Plan your work and work your plan. That's the most important thing. Not only the creation of plan, but also the execution of plan.
If you don't sacrifice for what you want, then what you want becomes a sacrifice. So this has a very deep meaning. So you'll have to sacrifice some or the other things in order not to sacrifice the thing which you want to achieve in the future.